Namaskaram everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Vaisakh Sabu, and in today's video I'm gonna talk about the effects of doing shambhavi mahamudra, that is a potent kriya practice taught in the inner engineering program for 2 years continuously. Yes, I got initiated into shambhavi in May 2018, and by tomorrow May 22nd it will be 2 years since I have started doing the practice. I have not even skipped the practice for a single day. So, for those of you who don't know about me, my story in a minute would be young age, went through depression, took psychiatric drugs, lot of side effects, met a psychologist, took away all the medication, was feeling happy and joyful, breakup happened, again relapsed into depression, came out of it, decided to study psychology, got admission in a good college, but again anxiety, depression, and again I relapsed, inner engineering happened, and joy, happiness. I got a powerful tool of getting my joy and happiness back. So this is my story in I don't know how much seconds it took, maybe a minute. So the full video I have made it on my channel, you guys can check it out. So I've been planning to make this video for the past 2-3 weeks. So I thought I'll write it down, the points, all the benefits that I've got. But somehow whenever I sit down to write, I'm not able to write so many things. But still there are a few lasting benefits. There are a lot, okay, but this is the few lasting benefits that I can put in words. So the few lasting benefits are my compulsion towards food. Yes, my Instagram followers won't, my Instagram friends and people who follow me on Instagram won't agree to this because they think every day I'm eating chicken biryani, but it's not a fact. The kind of person I was before the program was I needed non-veg food 3 times of a day. No fruits, no vegetables. I hated fruits and vegetables. But today, my diet is totally different. Like early morning I have neem and turmeric, balls of neem and turmeric. Then after my practice I have raw food, I have fruits, I have vegetables, and then I go to cooked food. So this is the diet I follow, and nowadays I just have meals 2 times per day, and even at night I have fruits, cashew nuts, I drink lime with honey. I also have the jeevarasam which I put in my water to consecrate it and drink the water. So there has been an entire shift in the way I eat. Even when I go for parties, I eat non-veg. I am not saying I have quit non-veg. I eat non-veg, but it's very less compared to what I used to eat before. So that is one lasting benefits, and I can see it in my body, the effects it has. I don't feel like aging. Maybe I'm aging, but I personally don't feel like aging. My body also, it seems very agile. I can do the things that I was able to do when I was 20 years old. Even though I'm turning 30, in 2-3 months, it's still that level of what do you call that? Young feeling is there. Now, second thing is my compulsion towards buying stuff. I was someone I used to buy a lot of stuff. Even if you look at my first YouTube videos, it was about men's style and all. So I went into buying all these clothes and all to come out of my depression. Now when I look back at it, it was like that. To come out of my depression, I used to buy a lot of clothes, I used to dress well, and it worked also. I would not say it didn't work. And also it's a powerful tool which I can still carry with me. So dressing is good, but compulsive dressing is not good. I had become that kind of guy. Even if I had to buy some grocery outside, I had to dress up properly. I'm not against shopping or buying clothes or buying from Amazon. No, I still do all this stuff. I buy clothes, I do online shopping. But the thing is, earlier there was this, whenever some Amazon thing used to come at my home, opening it would give me some kind of fulfillment, joy, and once that was done, I would again go back to my usual self, and then I need to buy a lot of stuff. Whenever I would see someone buying new clothes, I felt like buying. So that was kind of compulsive. But now, whenever I go outside and when I see others are shopping, my mom also asks me, do you want some shirt or something? I'm like, no, I don't want. Because when I look, I have a lot of clothes already, because during that compulsive buying time, I have bought so much clothes that so much is still there. So now also, even when I go to weddings and I go to functions, I wear the same clothes. I just make sure it's neat, clean, I iron it, it's neatly ironed, it's neatly folded, and I wear it like that. So whenever I go to different weddings, I wear the same clothes, I just mix and match it. So that kind of compulsion. Oh, what is the time? Already 4 minutes. Okay, I'll make it short. Yeah, so that is one thing, and I think that is because when I do these practices, there is automatically a joy and happiness that is released within myself, that Now I no longer depend on clothes or the food that I eat for my happiness and joy. Another thing is like this might sound very silly, but I was the kind of guy like if I sit for a movie and all, I need to go 3-4 times to the washroom. But now doing the practices, doing the asanas, doing the surya kriya, all these compulsions have gone off. Like all the compulsions of my body have just reduced drastically. I won't say to a full extent, but it has reduced so much. So yoga definitely works. It definitely works. Now talking about things that are not so tangible, like the one thing that is not tangible, Sadhguru always talks about, as you keep on doing these kriyas, as you keep on doing these practices, the inner engineering program is kind of like a consecration. Sadhguru says, is like, I am making you into a live temple. That is, you are a temple in yourself. Wherever you go, people will feel this presence. If you conduct yourself in a particular way, it means not you do not have to act or anything, but if you just keep up the practices, you will naturally become like a temple. So I was thinking, like, is this for real? I don't think this is true. But recently when I was, in one of the places, a person, like a very close person who I met over there, I have not known him for a long time, but he came and said to me, after interacting with me for some time, very nice person, he came and told me, being around you makes me feel very calm and peaceful. And I was like, is it? What am I doing? I haven't talked to that person a lot. I haven't, tell him, mom, something. I haven't said anything. But he came up to me and told this. So that's when I realized, what Sadhguru is saying actually a fact. If I keep up the practices, if I am making it regular, there is a particular presence. So definitely, we all want to be joyful, happy people and radiate that joy and love to others also. So if you want that in your life, definitely these practices will help you. Now getting to the real stuff. Now initially inner engineering and all, I thought super happy, joyful it will make you. And there is something that Sadhguru says, if you just want to live a happy, joyful life in the world, you just do inner engineering and Bhava Spandana. Don't go for the advanced programs. Only if the seeking within you is so intense that you want to know the rest, you want to go for the ultimate, go for the advanced program like like Shunya, Samyama and all. And I think it is true, because initially like I was super happy, joyful, nothing used to bother me, everything. But after I finished this advanced program, so what I realized was being, the whole purpose of this is not being only super happy and joyful. Pain will come, suffering will come. For me, anxiety came, again the depression came back. But throughout all this, I was not telling, okay, I need to get rid of it. I was like, it is okay. It is okay to be with it. I should not always be like, be happy. And means that was my earliest state, that I always wanted to be happy. I'm not saying it is not possible with the inner engineering program. If you are able to live with it each and every moment of your life, the tools offered are such that it is a possibility. I don't know whether it is not a possibility, but I think it is a definite possibility. But for me, I have not been able to keep it up that much. Even though I do the practices, there are certain aspects that can be kept moment to moment. So a lot of things have come, but it's just that through all this, my focus has changed. Whenever earlier pain used to come, I used to, who is causing this pain? What can I do to that person? How can I change that person? But now most of the time when pain comes, when anxiety comes, the first thing that I do is I close my eyes. I do a certain thing of inner engineering within me, and I look within myself. What am I doing wrong that things are not happening? What am I doing wrong that this is not working? So this has led to a drastic change in the way I make videos also. Like if you look at my podcast, I make a lot of podcasts with people, Hatha Yoga teachers and meditators. So the one thing that I tell them is, the podcast is not for promoting Isha or inner engineering or Sadhguru. I want your real journey, the journey that you have gone through. Like if you have done inner engineering and you felt it was just okay, please say it was just okay. If you didn't like it, just say please it didn't like in the podcast. If you felt it was awesome, say that. So, and I want their real journey, because a real seeker's journey is full of love, pain, struggle and all. Because the first thing that led me to spirituality was the autobiography of a yogi book, and what attracted me to that book was Yogananda Paramsa was very raw in his writing, like all the things that he had gone through, and that made me realize that this is a genuine path. So I'm not saying people who are putting inner engineering super awesome, it's bad. it's their own way of putting. But for me personally, from there I have evolved into this, where I tell people that I want your journey, because that is what Sadhguru has offered. It is the path that Sadhguru has offered, that no matter what you feel, you can say it, you should say it. That's what I feel, and that's what I try to put out in my videos. And I think it is working. Like, it is the more genuine sharings that has touched people and has made them, you know, try the inner engineering program, or maybe even not try the program. That's also fine. It doesn't matter whether they try or not. But I want genuine content to be out there on Facebook, on my YouTube channels, on my Instagram channel. Because what I notice out in social media, it's all promotion. Everything is trying to promote something, and it's okay, you can promote your stuff, but I want the raw deal, the story of people to be out there in my channel. That's what I feel. That is how I feel that I can take, because my aim is also that, you know, inner engineering should happen to all people, but it should be by their choice. I do not want to feel like they are forced into it, which I tried to do initially. So now if they feel that this is a genuine path, they should definitely try it. Like, one thing I forgot to tell you is, initially, like, I used to do all these practices. I was like, when to do practice, where, what time, how to do practice. So the first 1 year, it was all a confusion, like managing stuff. But as I have kept on these practices, it has become a part of my life. Just having breakfast, you know, deciding the timings, when to do the practice, when to eat food. Now it comes automatically to me. Even when I'm traveling, I can easily find gaps of time where I can do the practice. So what I would tell to people is, don't worry about whether you can do the practice during travel. Don't worry whether you can do the practice when you're going somewhere. It will easily happen if you just, you know, do it regularly. These sadhana, these practices have a life of their own. They will just become, you know, like relatives and friends you carry with you. Like Shambhavi, Shakti Chalana are people who walk along with me daily. So when they are like that, anyway, they will be awesome. So I hope you guys found this video some kind of useful. So this has been just 2 years, guys. 2 years is nothing. Still a long way to go, and I'm just keeping it up. So I hope you guys like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon, like or dislike, that's up to you. I'm there on all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn is also there. Yes, I constantly update. The very idea is to, you know, make Sadhguru, to make Isha Foundation, to reach a lot of people. So because it can transform a lot of people's lives, it definitely can. The tools are so powerful. It has been specifically geared for this generation. Sadhguru is a contemporary mystic. He knows what needs to happen in this world, and the tools have been specifically geared for this. It doesn't matter whether you're a family guy, whether you want to become a celibate, whether you want to party, whatever it is, yoga can enhance whatever you're doing. So thank you guys. Namaskaram.